Wonderful.
Okay, let's start our lesson plan, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, which one? This one, my lesson plan. Okay. Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Today is March. Yes, March 2nd, 2023, Thursday. Our lesson plan for today is, oh, this is not, I made a mistake, I think. It says 9 to 9:30, the time right here.
Oh, no,
I made a mistake.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, don't worry about the time. Okay, we're gonna start parts of the File Explorer navigation pane. And the next one is discuss the File Explorer ribbon. Then we're gonna take a break as usual. And the next one is practice touch typing and group work exercise. Then discuss the File Explorer again ribbon, the next one. And the last, yeah, this is the last one. This is the last one. I hope you're going to learn a little bit about File Explorer today. Thank you very much, Ms. Yolanda.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna stop my sharing.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay, so let's see.
Let's see.
One second. Let me fix this computer. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so let's one moment. We're gonna replace okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're all going to open File Explorer. You're gonna go to the Windows 10 folder in OneDrive. And you're going to delete the File Explorer elements file, the handout.
Miss Yolanda, File Explorer elements, you say delete?
It says what?
You say delete? I have to delete or?
No, I said to go to File Explorer. File Explorer, not Schoology.
I know files, but how's file explorer elements?
I'm not understanding. Are you in File Explorer?
Element,
No. Did you open File Explorer?
yes.
No,
How did you open File Explorer?
File explorer and OneDrive and basic 2
Oh, okay.
in the
So
file explorer.
open the Windows 10 folder.
Yeah,
And look for File Explorer Elements.
yeah.
Yeah.
Click on it once and then press delete on your keyboard.
Okay.
It says try again.
Did you have it open? Were you using it? Close it. You have to close it. If it's open, you can't delete it. So close it and then try to delete it again.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Okay. Anyone was not able to delete it?
I delete it.
Okay, so now let's go to Schoology.
Okay.
Open the Windows 10 folder in Schoology. Then open the File Explorer folder. And you should see File Explorer Elements.
File
Mhm.
explorer element.
File Explorer Elements.
Yeah, you see file explorer element docs.
So download it and save it in the Windows 10 folder in OneDrive.
I think we did that yesterday, didn't we?
We did. But
We
you
did,
just deleted the one that we did
Oh,
today.
sorry. Okay.
I had to change some things in it because there were some files that we did not use. That's in that one. So I had to change it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's see.
Sorry, but I can't find it in Schoology, the file
Excuse me one moment.
explorer element.
Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. So we're going to our File Explorer. No, File Explorer Elements handout. Let me share my screen. Well, firstly, before I share my screen, anyone has any questions about what we discussed last night? Okay, so let's review what we discussed last night. And I'll play one of the videos that we have in Schoology. Oops. Oops. So if you already have File Explorer open,
Yeah, Miss Orlando.
go ahead and close it.
We have to close that. Okay.
Close it and then
Close it completely or minimize it?
completely. Other than clicking File Explorer on the taskbar, who remembers the other way to open File Explorer?
What was
Window
the question
key,
again?
window key and E.
Yes, the Windows key on the keyboard plus the E key. Let's go ahead and do that. Windows key plus E. And there we get the default File Explorer.
Yeah, we got it.
One more time, Miss Orlando. Window what? Key?
You see the window key on the keyboard? The same
You mean-
key that we use to view the start menu.
Yeah, start menu, yes.
It's called the Windows key.
Okay. I have to press hold that and the key and
And
the E.
E. And E.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so okay. So we talked about that wait, one moment. Let's watch the video first and then we'll continue.
Let me close that.
No, don't close anything.
I can see you when you share that. This
Hmm.
They don't have the video.
No, I don't have the video that I wanted. Yeah, I don't have the video that I want. Okay. So File Explorer is an essential, very important part of the Windows 10 operating system. It is where you can find everything. You can find files, programs, folders, drives, all of those things that are on the computer. This is what you use. You also use it for a lot of different things. You use File Explorer to save. You use File Explorer when you want to submit to Schoology, right? Because when you click File, it takes you to the File Explorer window. And each thing that File Explorer does, save, open, save a file, open a file, it will list it on the upper left corner of File Explorer. But the basic File Explorer that we open from the taskbar, that basic File Explorer,
Hello, good evening.
the name in the upper left corner is File Explorer. We said that it is divided into different panes. How many panes did we say that File Explorer is divided in?
4.
4 panes. And the one that you always start from is the one on the far left. What's the name of the pane on the far left?
Desktop.
Navigation.
Navigation tab.
Okay.
Navigation pane. And the name itself gives you an idea of what it's for. You use that pane to find the folders. Well, you only see folders in the navigation pane. And actually you can see the drive also, the Windows C drive. But you do not see files in the navigation pane by default. Although you can arrange it so that you can see files in the quick access section of the navigation pane. But by default, you only see folders. We also said that
Good evening.
by default, when you open File Explorer, it opens with only 2 panes showing. It opens with the navigation pane on the left and the folder view pane on the right. That's how it opens by default. In order to see all 4 panes, there are certain things that we're going to have to do, but we're going to do those as they come along. We're not gonna see, maybe we'll see the second and third pane this evening, maybe, I'm not sure. Me, you have a question?
Yeah, she left.
Yes, good evening. I'm trying to log in the laptop, but it's not taking me. That's why I'm using my phone.
Are you able to log into the laptop?
No, I can't. I'm trying, but I can't.
Oh, you already logged into the laptop.
Yeah, but it's not taking me.
To what? What you need to log into? Schoology?
Yes,
You need to log into Schoology.
yeah. So that I can.
So
Ye-
you don't have Schoology on your desktop?
I do, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Or you
I'm on
mean the
using the phone.
login, the username and password you don't have?
No, I do have it, but while it's me, I'm trying to log in. I just use the phone, then I will exit the phone and stay in the laptop.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, I'm trying to connect using the laptop, but whilst it's taking me a minute, I think it's the Wi-Fi is slow. So I'm just trying to use the phone. While if I log into the laptop, I can just disconnect the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
you can-
Thank you.
Okay. So then we started talking about the first pane on the left, the navigation pane. So how many sections did we say are,
Last night,
excuse me one moment. I'm having a problem with someone's,
Isabel, she tried, she came.
oh, she came?
Yeah, she came. Yeah, she came, Isabel. Maria.
Hello, good night,
Yes,
teacher.
okay. Can you show your face or no? Okay.
Do you have another question on me? Your hand is still up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay. Isabel, you need to show your video.
That's why I asked her.
Okay, so how many sections did we say were in the navigation pane?
4.
There are 4 sections. What's the name of the first section? At the top?
Desktop, pick,
Quick access.
download, documents, pictures, right?
No.
Nope,
Nope.
nope. Who can tell us what's the name? What's the name of the first section in the navigation pane and File Explorer?
What? I didn't get that.
The navigation pane on the left has 4
Oh.
sections.
Wait,
The
Yes.
desktop, download, document, and pictures.
No,
It is
No?
quick access
Yes.
menu.
The first,
Okay, Elmer, you were saying?
I say that it is the quick access menu.
So the first section at the very top, the name is the
Oh.
quick access menu.
Okay.
You have your handout, you have your handout.
Mhm.
Yep.
What's the name of the second section?
OneDrive personal,
OneDrive.
OneDrive. Well, consider your OneDrive personal and your OneDrive Carlos Rosario as one. Okay?
Yes.
Because generally you only have one OneDrive, generally. And it's usually the OneDrive personal. But you have this extra OneDrive from the school. So generally on your own personal computer, you'd only have OneDrive personal. So let's just make that one. OneDrive personal and OneDrive Carlos Rosario is just OneDrive. What's the third section of the navigation pane?
This PC.
This PC. And the last one?
Network.
Network. Now, we talked about expanding and collapsing the actually only 3 sections we can expand and collapse. How can we, if each section is collapsed, how do we expand it so that we can see all the folders that are in that section? If
On the down arrow,
where?
Right side.
No,
In the-
if the arrow is down, it means that it is already expanded. If the arrow is pointing to the right, it means that it is collapsed. So when all 4 are collapsed, this is what it's going to look like. They're all collapsed, and the arrow to the left, all the arrows are pointing to the right. So that tells you that all the 4 sections are collapsed. So what do we have to do to expand to see the folders inside each of them?
Click in the arrow.
You click on the arrow to the left. So let's begin with the quick access menu. Don't forget, it says quick access, but it's important that you remember the full name is quick access menu. It's important that you remember that because we're going to come across another quick access. And we need to be able to tell the difference between the quick access menu here in File Explorer and that other quick access menu that we're going to meet at some time. So the quick access menu, is anyone not able to see the arrow to the left of the quick access menu? So everyone can see that arrow. So go ahead and click on it and it expands it. And then we can see all the folders. Let's go ahead and expand OneDrive Carlos Rosario. And we can see all the folders that you have in your OneDrive Carlos Rosario. And let's expand this PC. There's no need to expand network because there's nothing. If you go ahead and click to expand network, but there's nothing to see.
Yeah,
What's that?
I said no, nothing to see.
Mhm. Okay. Who remembers what the quick access menu, why is it there in the navigation pane? Why is the quick access menu in the navigation pane?
It's for us to see the files and folders.
We can see the files and folders in the OneDrive Catalog Rosario.
Contain this one.
Uh,
No. Can I try?
Go ahead.
We can open that files is the applications are it's easy to display and
Think
What
of
else?
the name. Think of the name. Quick access. Quick access. What does that tell you?
that's you can open quickly to display a program or a website you need. Is that what it is?
It's shortcut, yeah. Shortcut menu.
I think
So you can
if
see, I'm sorry, the recently accessed folders and files that you
Yes,
open.
yes,
Yes.
it
recent.
is,
exactly.
Access folders,
The
yeah.
quick access menu
Recently open.
has those 4 at the top that are pinned. And they pin them because they think that people use those folders all the time. That's why they have them pinned in the quick access menu by default. The other 4, those,
I'm checking who's that. Okay, I did it. I did it.
yes, you really need to manage your own Zoom. I don't want to have to stop every time there's someone in your background talking or playing music or having the TV on. I don't want to have to stop because you're interrupting the class. Come on. An easy way to speak when you're on Zoom is to just press the space bar when you want to speak. That's way you don't forget to mute your microphone. Just press the space bar, speak, and let go of the space bar. So Sabrina was saying that the quick access menu is there to display the folders that you use regularly. So the last 4 folders, those are the ones that you use regularly. The top 4, those are the ones that Microsoft has decided to pin there because a lot of people don't use OneDrive. A lot of people use their documents folder, their pictures folder, their desktop folder. A lot of people use those. So that's why they put them there and they pin them there. But anything that you pin can be unpinned. so they don't have to be there. But please don't unpin them, because then it's a problem to get them pinned back again. So at least the last 4 folders, those are folders that you use all the time. In fact, once we finish with Windows 10, you'll see once we start using Word and Excel, the Windows 10 is not going to appear there anymore. So that's why the name is Quick Access Menu, because you can easily just go to the Quick Access menu, and open the folder that you've been using regularly. Close File Explorer. Go ahead and close your File Explorer. And let's use the shortcut keys. What are the shortcut keys to open File Explorer?
Yes.
I'm frozen
Window,
in place here. I'm frozen. I'm waiting for the answer.
window key and D.
The Windows key plus
E is the
E
keyboard.
key. Windows key plus E. And you can see when you open File Explorer, the quick access is highlighted in gray in the navigation pane. And that is the folder, the content that you see on the right-hand side in the folder view pane. On the right side, you can see frequent folders, 8 folders, right? So in the quick access, that's how many folders there are, 8 folders. Desktop 1, downloads 2, documents 3, pictures 4. I have 2 February folders, 1 March folder, and 1 spring folder. That's 8 folders. And on the right-hand side, that's what it says at the very top. Frequent folders, 8. And then below that, it has recent files. And a lot of students love to open File Explorer and start opening their files from here, from the right side. And I told you not to do that. I said, always start from the left. Never, never, never start on the right-hand side, because you don't know where that file is located. You start on the left, find the main folder, which is OneDrive. Then you find the folder inside OneDrive, which is Computer Basics 2. Then you find whichever folder you need from there, from the navigation pane. Never open your files from the right-hand side below where it says recent files. And it will give you 20 of your most recent files. Never open them from there. And why? I want you to look at this over on my right. This one, it tells you here on the right where the folder is located. This one is located in my modules folder. This one is located where? In my documents folder. This one is in my documents folder. This one is where? My modules folder. This one is desktop. This one is Computer Basics AM. This one is downloads. 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 And that's why you end up having several of the same files saved in different places. You don't want to open a file that's in the downloads folder. You don't want to open that. That's why I say always start from the left. Always, always start from the left until you become an expert and know exactly what you're looking for. But as long as you're a beginner, you always start from the left. So that's what you see by default when you first open File Explorer. And I see students doing that all the time. They come over here and they start looking and open. And guess what? They usually open something that's in the downloads folder. And is that the place where we save our files, the downloads folder? Class? Is that where we save our files, in the downloads folder?
No.
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 We created a special folders at the beginning of the semester.
Yes.
Mhm.
And remember, every time you download anything from Schoology, it goes immediately to the downloads folder. So everything that you download that you have downloaded from Schoology is inside your downloads folder. But that's not where we save. That's why we do save as, so that we can save it someplace else. So I can't repeat this enough. Always begin either saving or opening a file from the left side, the navigation pane. So we talked about the quick access menu. That is what you see when you first open File Explorer, because that's the one that is active. That's the one that is highlighted. And that's what you see over here. Quick access. Folders and files that are in quick access. The ones that you have opened recently. Okay. Then we have OneDrive Carlos Rosario, and it's easy. Remember, in the navigation pane, you can see, we see the hand. Almost all the time we see the hand. And what do we do when we see the hand? What does that mean when you see the hand?
Click one time.
You click one time. That's why I like to open my folders from the navigation pane. So for instance, if I want to open let me see, what do we have that has Computer Basics 2? Which one has folders in it? I think Windows 10 has folders in it. So if I want to open the my asynchronous folder, you don't have it there. But if I want to open my asynchronous folder, it's easier for me to expand OneDrive, then expand Computer Basics 2, evening, then expand Windows 10. And you can see if I click the arrow to the left of the asynchronous folder, the arrow disappears because there are no more folders. There are no folders in the asynchronous folder, only files. So it's easier to open the folders from here rather than coming to the right and double clicking, because sometimes students double click, but they don't double click fast enough and it doesn't open the folder. And something that I keep repeating again, always check the top, the address bar at the top to make sure that the folder that you want to open is that last one. Always check the top. But that's not done. And I can tell it's not done because of where your files are being saved all over the place and not inside the folders where it's supposed to go. And that's why I keep repeating it. Always check the top address bar to make sure that that's the last folder. Like for instance, we're using Windows 10 to save most of the stuff that we're doing now. You should always check the top to make sure that it's in the Windows, that the Windows 10 folder is the last folder there. So when you click the arrows, let's say I do this one, it's not going to show you what's inside the folder on the in the folder view pane. Let me collapse these. Only when you click on the words, Computer Basics 2, I click on the words Computer Basics 2, then I will see everything that is inside, all the folders that are inside Computer Basics 2. If there were files there, I would see them also. If I, let's say I collapse Computer Basics 2, expand Computer Basics 2, and I expand with the arrow on the left and I click Windows 10, then I see all the files that are inside Windows 10. So it's easier to open your folders here in the navigation pane rather than having to come over in the folder view pane on the right to double click. Because sometimes double click takes a little bit, right? You think you double click fast enough and no, it turns blue. You try double clicking again? No, you have to double click again. So it's easier doing it from over here. Let me collapse my OneDrive. Let me collapse my quick access menu. Okay, so now this PC, let me collapse this PC. Let me click this PC, right? So this PC, let me expand this PC as well. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 folders, and it will tell you here. But you have to click this PC. Let's say if I click OneDrive and I click the arrow to the left of this PC, you don't see this PC when you click the arrow to expand or collapse. You don't see anything that's inside this PC. You only see the one that you selected. And you select it by clicking on it. I click quick access. But if I were to click the arrow to the left of OneDrive, you don't see that over here. So you have to, if you want to see it in the folder view pane on the right, you have to click on the words. This PC, right? So this PC has 7 folders. And you can see, I'm sorry, when we expand this PC, you can see none of them are pinned. None of them are pinned because they are all saved here. Just like with File Explorer, you don't have anything pinned here in File Explorer.
OneDrive.
Because all of these are saved in OneDrive. Quick access is different. you have some things pinned here, but quick access is, like someone said earlier, those are just links. The folders that you use regularly, those are just links. So the quick access is different. And another thing about quick access and OneDrive, you'll see some of the same folders in OneDrive that you see in quick access. They are not different. If you see, let me find my spring, let me find my spring 20, where is it? North Star. Lesson plans. AM. Spring 2023. So you can see I have a February folder here, and I have a February folder here. It's the same thing. One of them is AM. Let me see, which one is this one? Okay, this one is my AM. Where's my February? February here, right? February. This folder here, if I click on the word February, it's the same folder. See, it has lesson plans, February 1st, 2023. And if I click it here, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So you'll see the same folder in quick access menu and in OneDrive. OneDrive is where it is saved. You see how long it took me to find the February folder? It's much easier to open it here in the quick access menu, because I have to open all of these folders here to find that one folder. It's so much easier to just open it here. I hope I'm not. Okay, so this PC. So this PC will show you 4 folders: 3D objects, desktop documents, downloads, music, pictures, videos. 4 of these, desktop, documents, downloads, and pictures, those 4 are here in quick access. But let's look at devices and drives, I'm sorry, not drivers. That's something different. Devices and drives. There's only one drive. This is a drive. This is yours. Your computer says SOS. No, I'm sorry, not SOS.
Yes.
OS. OSC. But it's the same thing. The OS means what? What does OS mean? Class, what does OS mean?
Is it
Operating
operating
system.
system?
Yes, operating system. And instead of OS, we have the actual name of the operating system, Windows. So it's not that different, yours and mine. So this Windows C, this is the hard drive. This is the hard drive that has all of the files and programs. All of the files and programs. I'm sorry, not files, because you save your files in OneDrive. That's in the cloud. This is on your actual computer. This is the hard drive on your computer. And you can see it tells me how much I have free of, it was 235 gigabytes. And I have 124 gigabytes free. If I were to open this, I double click on it, it will have a bunch of different folders that have very important things that the computer uses to run. The program files folder, that's where you'll find all the programs that are installed on the computer. You can see Google, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Office, Mozilla Firefox, Sophos, that's the antivirus, Windows Defender, that's another antivirus, Windows Media Player, Windows Photo Viewer. And if I were to click the other program files, it has the same things. Adobe, this one has Adobe, this one has HP. Realtek, Smart Technologies. So all the programs on your computer, you'll find them in these folders, in the program files and the program files, x86. Let's look at this PC again. So if, did I put it back? Oh no, it's here. I have a flash drive. If I connect my flash drive to my computer, you see what happens immediately? This is another drive. I can connect, what do I have here that I can connect? If I were to connect my printer, which I can't do right now, I'm not sure if I would see my printer. But anyway, here's my USB drive. And it has a whole bunch of stuff that I have saved on it. But one thing that you have to know about when you use your USB drives, flash drives, what's another name for USB drives, flash drives? There are a whole bunch of names for it.
Yeah, portable device. Sometimes they say very small and portable device.
Portable devices. So one thing to know about flash drives is that once you connect a flash drive to your computer, you have to ask the computer permission to remove it. You cannot just remove it. A lot of people do that. They don't understand how to use flash drives, because when you just remove it from the computer, you can damage the file. You can damage the flash drive. That's why a lot of flash drives don't last very long, because people connect them and then they just pull it back out. That's not how you do it. To remove a flash drive, you have to eject it first. You have to ask the computer permission. Can I eject this? You can right click it here and look for eject and click eject, or you can come here to the caret in the system tray. Now, come on. The caret in the system tray, and here it is, the flash drive. And you have to right click and click eject cruiser glide. And you see, it ejects it, it removes it. Then you can remove it from the computer. But sometimes, let's say you open a file and you have the file open and you right click and click eject, asking the computer if it's okay to remove it. And the computer will say, no, it's in use. You cannot remove it. So you have to remember, do you have any files that you left open that you opened from the flash drive? You have to close it. If you have the File Explorer open that has the flash drive, you have to close it sometimes, just so that the computer will say it's okay to remove the flash drive. Any questions about that? I'm sorry, I've been doing too much
Excuse
talking.
me,
Yes.
can you repeat it again to put on the flash and how you remove it again? Yes, please.
Okay, connect it again. There it is.
We don't see your File Explorer.
Oh, I stopped sharing.
Yeah. Mm.
Oops. Hmm. Okay. Let me close my File Explorer. Let me see what the problem is. It's not showing.
Mm.
Let me check.
Yeah, there is.
Eject. Let me. Problem ejecting USB mass storage. Windows is unable to stop the device. Don't remove this device while it is still in use. Close any programs using this device and then remove it. Okay, so I close the File Explorer. Let me close this File Explorer. Let me ask again if I can remove it. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna connect it again. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. What am I doing here? Let me eject it again. Eject cruiser glide. Okay, I can remove it. Let me open File Explorer. Click this PC. And here we go. There it is, right? So here you can either right click USB drive and then look for eject. Here's eject. And you can click on it. Or you come down to the caret in the system tray, you right click on it and click eject, cruiser glide. But let me do it from this place now, this time. Right click, click eject, and there. Sometimes the computer will say it's okay to remove the drive, but it doesn't here for some reason.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's take our break. We'll be back at 7:23. We're gonna do 5 minutes of typing and then the typing test. So 7:24. 7:24. Let me set the Mispa, do you need help downloading anything?
Yes,
Welcome back.
thank you so much.
Mhm. Go ahead and share your screen.
Can I use attendance? Can you give me a few minutes until 7:24? I'm gonna, yeah. Okay.
Okay, go to Schoology. You downloaded that already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
scroll up
let me see.
on the far right, scroll up all the way on the right. No, all the way on the right. Right, right.
Oh,
The
this
other,
is my right.
no, there's more to the right. More to the right. No,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
there. Scroll up. Okay, click the File Explorer folder, the orange one there at the top. Yeah. Okay, did you do the anticipation guide?
Mm-mm.
Okay, download the anticipation guide.
Let me see.
You're gonna download it and you're gonna save it in the Windows 10 folder in OneDrive. Enable editing. File, save as.
I should write the name.
Oh, Ami, you need to do, you didn't get on the computer, Ami? No, no, you have to save it first.
Okay.
Also,
No,
yeah, Pisa
I
also
think
said add this.
my computer needs to update because it's not
Oh,
letting me in.
But you have it turned on.
Yeah, but it's not letting me log in. So I think they need to reset it. It's not working.
Log into what? You already logged into the computer.
Yes, but I cannot go into the Schoology. I can't. I keep trying. It's not letting me in.
Okay, wait a minute. There's no problem. I'll show you how to do it.
Thank you.
No, 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 no. You have to double click Windows 10. No, click away, click away, click away. Double click it again. Windows 10. Okay, now you can save. Okay, so we're doing the left side. Yeah, put your name and then space, space. Give it some space, space. Mhm. There, press enter, press enter. See, when I see that message, all you have to do is press enter.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna do the left side before lesson, agree or disagree. So you're gonna read the statements and on the left side, write whether you agree or disagree. Now, we haven't learned anything about, almost nothing about File Explorer, so you're not expected to know those statements. You're not expected to know. So what you don't know, just guess. Guess, agree or disagree. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You could stop. Oops, let me pause record. Okay, so that's the navigation pane. So we are finished with the navigation pane. Now we're going to talk about the folder view pane. So we're going to click our OneDrive, Carlos Rosario. Click on the words. And from the navigation pane, go ahead and open Computer Basics 2 from the navigation pane. Okay, and in the handout, we are on page 2 of the handout.
Let me do mute.
Delia, could you please read the 2 and 3 at the top of page 2?
Okay, the folder view pane display the driver application folder and file locator. In the folder selects, in the navigate pane, double click.
Start over again. And stop when you come to a pause when you come to a comma, and stop
Okay.
when you come to a period.
Okay, double click here to
No,
open.
the folder.
Okay. And the folder view pane displays the drives, application, folder, and file locator. In the folder selects and navigates.
Selected,
okay?
folder selected.
Yeah, folder selects in the navigation.
Selected.
Selected in the navigation pane. Double click here, open anything. The previous detail pane is interchangeable. Changeable. You can view one at a time, never both at the same time. Preview pane displays to the content of the files.
Displays the content.
Okay. Displays the content on the file selects in the folder.
Selected.
Oh, yeah. And the file select in the folder view pane. It does not show the contents of folders, while the detail pane provides.
While the details pane.
While the details pane provides methods. Okay. Metadata about select file. And,
metadata is data that describes other data.
Okay.
And there's a link to that explains what metadata is. Thank you, Delia.
You're welcome.
So the folder view pane displays the drives, applications, folders, and files located in the folder selected in the navigation pane, right? So you have to select the folder in the navigation pane. Let's say I select my February folder in the quick access menu in the navigation pane, and then I get the files. These are only files, no folders here, that are inside of the February folder that I clicked in the navigation pane. So that's what the folder view pane will do. It will show you whatever is inside of whichever folder you click in the navigation pane. Let me write that in chat. Folder view pane. folder view pane. That's what we're talking about right now, folder view pane. The folder view pane on the right will display the contents of whichever folder you selected or clicked on in the navigation pane. So it will show you what is inside of that folder. And in the folder view pane, you can see these files in different ways. Your view in your folder view pane might be different from my view, because maybe you are using the default view, and we're going to talk some more about that. Or maybe you chose a different way to view your files and folders in the folder view pane. But in this view that I have chosen, you can see there are headings at the top. I can see the name of the file or folder or program. I can see the status. The status is the OneDrive status. When we installed our OneDrive, we saw these, and that tells us that it is synced. It means that these files are synced in OneDrive. So whenever you see that green circle with the green check mark inside, that means that your file is synced in OneDrive. And then we can see what date modified. We can see the date and time each of these files was last modified. And you can also see the type of file. These are all Word documents, Microsoft Word documents. And you can also see the file size. They're almost all the same size because there are lesson plans. Let me see if I can find another. Let's look in the Computer Basics 2. Let's see, Windows 10. Let's see, okay, these you can see different sizes. 120 kilobytes, 155 kilobytes, 27,370 kilobytes. But you have to, we're going to talk about how to view your files and folders this way. So this is the second pane of File Explorer. Now we're going to look at how to view the next two panes. Remember, we said that there's a third pane here on the right-hand side. And there are two panes that share this space. And you can only see one at a time. The first thing we have to do is display our ribbon. Who remembers how you display your ribbon?
There is an arrow in the upper corner of the window.
Upper right corner? Mm-hmm.
Upper right corner, close to the interrogation sign.
The question
mark, close to the question mark.
Uh-huh. So everyone sees the question mark in the upper left corner, right below the X close?
Yes.
You see the arrow?
Yes.
With your mouse pointer on the arrow, what does it say?
Expand the ribbon.
Expand the ribbon.
Right, so click
Show
on
the
it.
ribbon.
Click on it, and there you can see your ribbon. I don't know if you were all here that day when we talked about the ribbon. We said that the ribbon, let me see if I can find that document. Okay. Remember that the ribbon, oh, wait, maybe it's on here. Oh. Okay. Let's see, was it here? Okay, here. The ribbon is organized as follows. First, it's organized into tabs. And each tab is organized into groups. And every single group has related commands. And it's in that order only. Tabs first, groups next, and then commands. So let's look at it. The the File Explorer window has 4 tabs. It has the File tab, it has the Home tab, it has the Share tab, and it has the View tab. And each tab is divided into groups. You can see the line, the vertical line that separates the groups. You can see the vertical lines right here, right here, right here, right here. And each group has a name. The name of each group is right here at the bottom of the group. On the View tab, the first group is Panes. The second group is Layout. The third group is Current View. The fourth group is Show Hide. And this group only has one command, so that's all you have there, Options. If we click the Home tab, go ahead everyone and click the Home tab. We have, it's divided, you can see the dividing line. One dividing line there, one dividing line there, one dividing line there, one there, and it ends here. So the first group, the name is what class?
Clipboard.
What's the name of the next group?
Organize.
What's the name of the next group?
New.
What's the name of the next group?
Open.
And the last group?
Select.
Thanks for staying awake. So, understanding that, anyone has any questions about the ribbon? Because most of the applications that you use, the Microsoft applications that you use, are going to have a ribbon. Any questions about the ribbon? So now we were talking about viewing the other 2 panes of the File Explorer window. Remember, we said there are 4 panes. There's the navigation pane, there's the folder view pane to the right of the navigation pane, and then there's a space to the far right where 2 panes reside, meaning this is where you view them. In order to view them, which tab do you think you'd go to be able to view those 2 panes?
Go to View tab.
Thank you, thank you. Everyone click the View tab. And which group do you think we would go to?
Lie down,
You mean the layout?
layout.
No.
Oh,
Details.
Correct
What?
view. Current
Details?
views.
Current view? No.
What is current view?
On the view tab.
layout.
Come on, everyone.
Details?
Huh?
Details? Details.
There's no group called detail.
Yeah, no.
There's no
Extra
group.
large,
Group
more icon,
layout.
title.
That is show and hide.
The group
Is
name.
it tile?
Layout.
Names.
Pen?
Wait,
Pen?
stop.
Okay,
Let's
preview
get
pin.
clear about what a group is. Each tab is divided into group. The group, this is the line that separates each group from top to bottom. This is another group from top to bottom. This is the line that separates the groups. And the names of the groups are at the bottom of the group. You can see this one is Payne's group. That's the
Payne's
name
group.
of this group. Then you have layout group. This is the name of this group. Then you have current view group. That's the name of these groups. And then you have show hide. That's the name of this group. And then options only have one command in it. And each group contains commands. All of these that you see inside each group is commands. Now, I want you to try to guess again. Which group should we go to so that we can view what we want to on this
Payne's
side?
group.
Anyone agrees with that?
No, layout.
Layout? Anyone agrees with that?
It's Payne's group because it's preview
Layout.
pins.
Layout, yes.
Panes.
Agree.
It's Payne's group.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Remember the names. Look at your handout. You have your handout right there. Look at your handout. What are the names of the panes? Look at your handout.
Miss Yolanda, I don't think you gave us a handout yesterday.
Today. I gave it, you got one yesterday, you got one today.
I didn't get.
You gave us a
yesterday.
copy of it?
No, it's a OneDrive.
Oh, yes, that, okay. Because I was gonna ask for a copy in class. Okay.
Hard
sorry.
copy.
On the first page of your handout, what are the names of the panes? Could someone tell me the names of the panes? Looking at the first page of your handout.
Hello?
Yes, the navigation pane,
One.
folder pane, folder view pane, preview and details.
Mhm. So we've already talked about the navigation pane, right? We've talked about the folder view pane. So the next two are what?
Preview and details.
Right. So we go to the view tab, panes group.
Okay.
And there you can see preview pane and details pane. You can hide or show all of these. You can hide your navigation pane, you can hide your preview pane, you can hide your details pane. You cannot hide the folder view pane. So let's click the preview pane. And now what do you see on the right side? Does anyone see anything on the right side? Once you
Select a file to preview.
Right, you have to select a file to preview. So go to your navigation pane, click Computer Basics 2 folder. If you have your Windows 10 folder there in the navigation pane, click that. Open your Windows 10 folder. and click on any file. Any file. What do you see?
Operating system computer base 2 class.
There is a preview of the document, but the preview appears on the left, so we need to drag to the middle so we can see the document.
Right. So if your folder view pane is like this, and you can't see much of the preview pane. So there's a line. There's a line. Try to put your mouse pointer where you see on the right, what you see of in the preview pane. There's a line. And if you put your mouse pointer on the line, you get a double-sided arrow. You click drag and drag, click and drag to the left so you can see the preview of the file. Is anyone having a problem with that? No problem? Okay, click another file. Click another file. And you can scroll. It has a scroll bar. So you can scroll down. You can scroll. Click another file. Use the scroll bar to scroll down. That's the preview pane. It shows you exactly what the file looks like. You cannot make any changes to the file. This is just for you to see what's inside that file. It's just for you to see. You cannot make any changes here in the preview pane. Click the taskbar handout and scroll down. Look at that scroll bar, long scroll bar. It shows you every single page of the taskbar handout, every single page. It's not divided, doesn't give you the page numbers, but it does show you what's on each page. Any questions or comments? This is the preview pane we are looking at. Any problems? Anyone having any problems? Okay, let's go back up to the ribbon, to the View tab and Panes group. What's the name of the other pane that shares this space with the preview pane? What's the name of it?
Detail pin.
What?
Details pin.
Yes, the Details pane. Go ahead and click the Details pane. And this is what you see. This is what they call metadata or metadata, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Let me put it in chat. Metadata. And what is metadata or metadata? It is data about data, right? So your file has data on it. Some kind of data, one kind or another kind of data is in each file. So the information you get when you click the details pane is information about that data. So metadata is data about data. So you get at the top, you get let's say I click the File Explorer elements. So I can see in the details pane, I can see File Explorer elements. And right below that, it says Microsoft Word document. And it gives you a picture of what that looks like. And then it gives you title. There's no title. It gives you the author. It gives you the size of the file. It's a pretty large file, 872 kilobytes. I mean, pretty large for a Word document. Then you have the date modified. Last modified was yesterday. Then note tags, categories, content status, nothing there. Then we have content type, application. Oh, it has some kind of something there. Oh, Office document process, word processing, whoa. And then it tells you the number of pages. There are 5 pages. It tells you the subject, specify subject. You can click in there and write the subject, right? So wherever it says add, like add a tag, add a category, add text, specify the subject. Then you have comments. It says add comments. You have date created. This wasn't created yesterday. What are they talking about? Date access today. Which computer created it?
This piece.
Carlos Rosario Y. Ellis, Yolanda Ellis. Last saved by Yolanda Rose Ellis. Content created, that's not right. Date last saved, yesterday. And last printed, September 18, 2019. Well, that's the last time it was printed. And then whenever you add any information, you can see down at the bottom, you can save or you can cancel. Let me cancel. So that's metadata. Click another file in the folder view pane. Click another file. There. It has different information. Let me see, Windows 10 desktop. Different information. Oh, this one, the Windows 10 desktop handout. That's 5.97 megabytes. That's very large. And it was modified in February 9th. Let's go back and to the View tab on the ribbon. Go to the Panes group and switch back to the Preview pane. And there you can see I clicked the Windows 10 desktop handout. And there you can see the whole Windows 10 desktop handout. Any questions? Any comments? Okay, so let's go back to our handout. It says on page 2, it has group exercise. Okay, so I guess we could, yeah. On Monday, we'll do it as a group exercise. That's page 2 and page 3. So let's go to page 3, being that there are no questions. Everyone is happy and comfortable with all of that information. Okay, so we're going to move on to page 3. Let's see, Udelka. Could you read at the bottom of page 3 where it says the View tab on the ribbon? Read the names of the groups and then read 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sure. Please leave it there. I'm going to read from your screen. Panes group, Lowit group, current view group, show hidden group. The panes group control how to view the panes in the File Explorer. There are several options for viewing the navigation pane. There are also options to view either the previous pane or the details panes that are not right out of the folder view pane. You cannot view both at the same time. The lower group provide options for viewing the files and the folders in the view and the folder view pane. Some options give you some information about each files or folders, while others options provide just thumbnails, and a small picture like an icon to view. The current view group allows you to sort the files and the folders in a different way. You can group the items in the same format that you sort them. You can also display more columns and information about the files and the folders. The Show Hide group allow you to show click box to the left of the files or folders, and to show the files names extensions of only files. Any hidden item could also be displayed hidden. Any hidden items could also be displayed.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's look at the panes group. Let's look at the panes group. The panes group. Right, the panes group is the one we were just using. The panes group. We're talking about the View tab in the File Explorer ribbon, the View tab. So you have to click the View tab in order to see the panes group. The panes group, you can change the way the navigation pane looks. You can choose to view the preview pane or choose to view the details pane, but you cannot view both at the same time. You cannot view the preview pane and the details pane at the same time. It has to be one or the other, depending on what you want to see. If you want to see what the document or whatever the file looks like, you can use the preview pane. If you want information about the file, then you'd use the details pane. Any questions about the panes group? Okay, so the next group is the layout group. The layout group has a lot of stuff there. So we're going to start with the first one at the top, the extra large icons. Go ahead and click extra large icons. And if you are someone that has vision difficulties, you can always use that. The next one is large icons. Click large icons. The extra large icons are more like thumbnails because thumbnails are a larger version of an icon. The large icons, those are more like icons. They are small enough. And then the next one is medium icons. And then we have small icons. Then we have lists. Then we have details. Then we have tiles. Then we have content. So these are all the different ways that you can see the files that are inside whichever folder you have selected in the navigation pane. Let's go back to the first one, extra large icons. Let's look at what type of information you get here in the folder view pane, because the layout group on the view tab only affects the folder view pane. That pane in the middle, it only affects that. So the extra large icons, you get the icon, or better yet, I would call this a thumbnail. And you get the status. The status is that circle, that green circle with the green arrow in it. Some of them are not the green circle with the green arrow. I'll see if I come across any that's not. So it has the icon, it has the status, it has the name of the file or the folder. And if you put your mouse pointer on it, you get a screen tip. The screen tip gives you more information. It gives you date created, it gives you the date and time. It gives you the availability status, available on this device. It gives you the size. The one that I'm looking at is 92.2 kilobytes. And files, it tells you what files are inside. I have my mouse pointer on a folder. So it tells me which files are inside this folder. So that's extra large. And that's the same information that you get for all the other icons here. Okay, let's click the large icons. So the large icons give you the same thing, it's just that it's smaller. The icons are smaller, right? It gives you the icon. It gives you the green circle with the green arrow, gives you I'm pointing at a folder, so it gives me the folder name. And something else that it gives me, it has a square box in the upper left corner. Upper left corner has a square box. I think that's a selection box. I think if you click in there, it selects that. So it gives us the same. And if we put our mouse pointer on it, it gives us that screen tip with more information. Let's click medium icons. Same thing, just smaller. Same thing, even with the square box in the upper left corner and the screen tip. Same thing, just smaller icons. Then let's go to small icons. This is different. The icons here are not thumbnails. You can see the medium icons. It's like a picture of the file. The large icons, it's a picture of the file. The extra large icon is a picture of the file. Those are thumbnails. The extra large icons, the large icons, the medium icons, all of those are thumbnails because you can see the picture of the file. But when you click small icons, it's not, you don't see the icon is not a picture of the file. It just tells you, the icon tells you it's a Word document. That's all it tells you. So that's an icon. The other ones are thumbnails. So and here, it gives us the same information also. It gives us the icon, the name of the file or the folder. It gives us that green circle. And if we put our mouse pointer on it, we get that screen tip with more information. Now let's click List. Same thing, it's just one long list. The small icons gives you two lines of two lists. The list is just one long list. And it gives you the same information as the other ones. Same information. Now let's click Details. Details is different. Details has columns. Columns. At the top of the first column is name. And there's a square box to the left. The next column is status. And that's the status of the OneDrive, whether or not it is synced completely. So you can, all of mine are synced completely because they are all the green circle with the green arrow inside. If it was not synced, it would be red with an X inside. So if you ever come across, you open File Explorer and you see the red circle with an X instead of the green circle with a check mark, that means you have a problem in OneDrive. And then we have Date Modified. Date Modified. It gives you the date and the time. It gives you the type of file. All of these, oh no, except, all are Word documents. One is a folder, and there's a PowerPoint. And then it gives you the size of each file only. It doesn't give you a size of folders, only files. So that's the detail. But also, if you put your mouse pointer on the file, you get a screen tip with the same type of information that you got with the other types of views, layouts, I mean. So now let's click Tiles. Tiles will give you that square. It gives you the circle with the check mark, the green circle with the check mark. It gives you a thumbnail. It gives you the name of the folder, if it's a folder. If it's a file, it gives you the name of the file and the type. So it will tell you if it's a Microsoft Word document, or if it's a PowerPoint presentation. And then you also get, all of them, it seems, will give you that screen tip. That screen tip is when you put your mouse pointer on each of them, you get that white square with information inside of it about that file or folder. And last one, let's click content. Content. You don't get a screen tip with content. Notice you put your mouse pointer and then there's no screen tip. But it gives you the square box, it gives you the circle, the green circle with the green check mark. It gives you the thumbnail, not an icon, it gives you a thumbnail, gives you the name of the file, the author, and then it gives you date modified and time. It gives you size. So all of them, it all depends on what you like to look at, because they all give you some of the, if it doesn't give you the information right there, if you put your mouse pointer on it, it gives you that information, even with the extra large icons. You put your mouse pointer on it and you get that screen tip with information. So all of them gives you information, except the content. The content doesn't give you the screen tip. Okay.
Ms. Yolanda, I have a question. This
Mhm.
is Sabrina.
Mhm.
You said the content folder show everything except the screen tip? Is that the little white box you was talking about with the
Right,
information? Oh,
right. Oh,
okay.
wait a minute. I do get a
Mhm.
screen tip. Wait, no, no screen tip.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We don't see your screen.
Oh, if you put your,
Yeah.
in the content, if you put your mouse pointer on the thumbnail, you get the screen tip. But if you put your mouse pointer on the name, or the date, you don't get the screen tip. But if you put your mouse pointer on the thumbnail, the picture, the icon, it gives you a screen tip. Ah, okay, so they all give you a screen tip. I was putting my mouse pointer in the wrong place.
If you put on the icon is gonna give you, but on the name is not giving to you. You're right.
Mhm. So you can see, I like to use details because I like to see my information right there without having to put my mouse pointer on it. So I always view mine with the details layout. But everyone has their own preferences. So you do with what you like the best. But those are some of the important things to know about how to view the files and folders in the folder view pane. That's only for the folder view pane. Any other questions? Okay. So have a restful weekend and a good night.
You can practice to learn this one. You know, open it, your computer,
You
go
do
to
the
your.
same. Have a nice weekend.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Nigatu. You're saying?
Yeah, because I said, you have to exercise. If you just leave it right now, you need to open your File Explorer and open the one layout on the view tab and layout and exercise. Yeah, exercise yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All have a good weekend. Be safe.
Take care. See you Monday.
You too.
Yeah.
See you.
Thanks.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Amy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so anyone else needs anything?
I have a question, Mr. Yolanda.
No,
If I okay.
Mhm.
If I used with Amy, can she share with me with this Zoom? Because sometimes I try to share, students after 8:30. I don't, they don't share with me.
They're not able to share?
No.
They should be.
I tried last time,
Okay, go ahead, Amy, share your screen. I keep pronouncing it like French. It's English because Gambia is not French.
Ami.
Ami.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
There we go.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, then. So no one else needs anything.
Okay, I'm work with Amy. Okay.
Yes, I will be on Zoom because I've missed a lot.
You need to ask Mr. Nigatu.
Because she's new student and she came and I'm going to do with her. And you missed you only missed File Explorer. That's it.
You can follow you tomorrow, no problem.
No, tomorrow is not today, only today. I'm going to do today, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, good
Okay,
night.
good
See you,
night.
Miss Yolanda.
Thank you
Okay?
so much, Miss Yolanda.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do with Amy. Okay, can you go to log into Schoology and maximize your